The environmental impact of air travel is significant and it is growing rapidly. We all love to fly, but there is a downside. Hello everybody and welcome back to Aero. This is Zaid and today we will discuss about aviation fuel and their impact on the environment. So to all the aviation enthusiasts, let us get started. Do you all know that aviation is responsible for between 2 to 3% of all man-made global carbon emissions? Well, aviation could use up to 22% of the global carbon budget by 2050 if actions are not taken soon. The aviation industry has committed to carbon neutral growth by 2020 and the net aviation carbon emissions reduction of 50% below 2005 levels by 2050 to maintain the growth while also addressing its environmental effect. Aviation fuels are petroleum based or petroleum and synthetic fuel mixtures that are used to power the planes. They are kerosene based fuels for gas turbine powered aircraft, whereas piston engine aircraft use gasoline. So the term used in aviation is jet fuel and Avgas, abbreviated for aviation gasoline. Jet fuel is a straw-colored pure kerosene-based fuel known as Jet A1. A second type also exists known as Jet B, which is a blend of approximately 30% kerosene and 70% gasoline. It has a low freezing point and low flashing point and is probably used by the military. Kerosene-based fuel has a much higher flash point than gasoline-based fuel, meaning it requires a significant higher temperature to ignite. And aviation gasoline is used by small aircrafts, light helicopters and piston-engined aircraft. Another property which we need to take care of is volatility. It is defined as a substance which tends to evaporate at normal temperature, which means that how easily a substance changes from liquid to vapor. Well, reciprocating engines required a highly volatile fuel. Liquid gasoline inducted into the fuel tanks must vaporize in the carburetor to burn, and at the same time the fuel must not be more volatile because it can cause vapor lock. A vapor lock is a condition when aviation gasoline vaporizes between the carburetor and the fuel tank or in the fuel lines due to heat. This usually occurs on hot days, and it can also occur due to low pressure fuel or hot fuel in the fuel lines. One more property, that is specific energy, which is energy per unit mass, is an important criteria in selecting the fuel for an aircraft. Hydrocarbon fuels have much higher energy storage capacity as compared to the aircraft using electric batteries as their main propulsion energy storage. Now, aviation has moved into a renewable era, zero emission of carbon dioxide. Although hydrogen powered aircraft such as Tupolev 155 might also enter this common era. Practically, the industry timeline for adopting hydrogen is fairly lengthy, as hydrogen has a severe volumetric disadvantage relative to hydrocarbon fuels. But in future, blended wing bodies such as Airbus 0E aircraft designs might be able to accommodate this extra volume without greatly expanding the wetted area. Therefore, an alternate to conventional aviation fuel is aviation biofuel, which is also termed as sustainable aviation fuel. They are fossil-based aviation fuels made from biomass to liquid methods. Sustainable aviation fuel has an advantage that few or no modifications are necessary on aircraft itself, subject to the provisions of the fuel characteristics which should meet the specifications for lubricity and density. However, they are not being used heavily because they still face political, technological and economic barriers. According to studies by IATA, over 370,000 flights have been taken to the skies using sustainable aviation fuel since 2016. It can reduce carbon emissions by up to 80% during its full life cycle. Moreover, more than 45 airlines now have experienced with sustainable aviation fuel. Well, the chemical and physical characteristics of sustainable aviation fuel are almost identical to those of conventional jet fuel, and they can be safely mixed with it to varying degrees. A sustainable aviation fuel consists of three key elements: sustainability, raw material, and fuel. Here, sustainability is defined as something that can be continually and repeatedly resourced in a manner consistent with economic, social, environmental aims and conserves an ecological balance by adopting depletion of natural resources. Raw materials for sustainable aviation fuel varies from cooking oil, plant oils, municipal waste, waste gases and agriculture residues. And lastly, fuel means jet fuel that meets the technical and certification requirements for use in commercial aircraft. So this was it for aviation fuel and sustainable aviation fuel. I hope that you enjoyed watching the video and gained some meaningful insights. We have also written an emphasizing blog on sustainable aviation fuels importance and benefits. Do read it on our website. The link is in the description. So it's time where you should subscribe our channel and share this video with your friends and colleagues to keep us motivated to make such videos. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, keep learning, keep practicing.